Chamber music offers its own challenges. Partly, well, one of them is that if you're writing an orchestral piece, you can cheat a bit because you can, big wash of colour, lots of noise from the percussion, whatever else. You can create an effect with kind of no actual, music, if you know what I mean. And in a sense, too, it's a bit the same with opera. Somebody said once, it's a blunt instrument, and so there are certain things that will work, a high C or whatever, those sorts of things. But in chamber music, you would hope that everybody's listening to everything that's going on and very carefully, and it really is an instant-to-instant thing. A string quartet, it might seem like it's a small group, obviously it's 4 people, but you look at, say, the Razumovsky string quartets, which are the same length as the Eroica Symphony. So there you've got Beethoven producing works of monumental scale with just 4 instruments. So it is possible to do, and I guess that's the challenge. Can you keep up the audience's engagement through musical argument, through the subtlety of changes of colour and texture and rhythm and all the other rudimentary stuff, but that you can't do quite as blatantly as you might with a brass section or a massed string section. So you really do have to think very carefully about every moment to moment being of significance to the overall structure of the piece, yes. I do like the idea of a string quartet, as Goethe said, 4 intelligent people having a conversation. So it's fun to have that dynamic going. It's fun to work, say, with a piano trio where you've got these 3 very strong musical personalities and you have to make them play nicely together. A lot of composers start off writing chamber music or ensemble music because it's much easier to find a small group of musicians who are willing to play one's work. But while I've enjoyed also writing larger scale works, orchestral works, opera and so on, I've always continued writing chamber music, and increasingly I suppose for traditional chamber groups. We've just in November had a festival in Albury near where I live, Chamber Music Festival, and I was asked to talk about it on the radio, and I pointed out that a lot of people think of it as exclusive, clubby, but it's actually intimate. It's about the experience of being up close with a small group of people whom you can watch second to second making the decisions which inform their interpretation of the piece. And so there's an excitement there which is quite different from a big orchestral concert or a thrilling operatic moment or whatever. I mean, love those as I do, but there is something about writing or watching a chamber group, a string quartet, everybody making eye contact, and will we do it the same this way? Those little slight elasticities of tempo and expression and so on, which make it absolutely unique every time.